Hey, what's up? This is Madan sir here, and this is going to be the very next topic after you study acetylation of salicylic acid. So what this is called Lucas test, right? So what Lucas test is, let me introduce to you that, and then I'll come to the theory and equation part. Basically, Lucas test is carried out. You might have done in your lab to differentiate primary alcohol, secondary alcohol, and tertiary alcohol. So this test is a chemical, differentiating method between primary, secondary, and tertiary. So let me write it theoretical part first, and then I will come to the remaining part as well. So the topic we have is Lucas test. So like I was saying, this is used to differentiate differentiate 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree alcohol, right, on chemical basis. So this is the objective of the Lucas test. We actually differentiate primary, secondary and tertiary alcohol, by this particular, reaction. Right, let me write the theoretical part so that you make a, copy of that. It involves treating an alcohol with Lucas reagent What is this Lucas reagent? This is mixture of concentrated HCl and ZnCl2. Which produce alkyl halide and water, but alkyl halide being water insoluble produce turbidity in the reaction mixture. Now however, let me write one last line. However, 1 degree alcohol and 2 degree alcohol do not produce turbidity at room temperature. So this is the theoretical part. In case you need to write, in case you are worried how you're going to explain it, this is what you can explain, right? So what this is, let's get through an example. Suppose I'm taking an example of like ethanol. So what you see that this alcohol is 1 degree because this is connected to 1 carbon. So when you react 1 degree alcohol with HCl, which is present in the Lucas reagent, this is what the So Lucas reagent contain constant HCl. So during the reaction, what happened? The chlorine being negatively charged, hydrogen produces a positively charged particle. This one produces a negative charge and this one produces a positive charge. So they converts into, one of the product comes out H2O, and other product comes out ethyl halide or chloroethane, you can say. Chloroethane. Now this compound do not produce turbidity because it contain 1 degree carbocation, which is least reactive, So let me repeat back here, and then I'm writing another equation. You know, in Lucas test, when you add a primary alcohol with Lucas reagent, the Lucas reagent contain HCl. The HCl react with the alcohol and it produce water and alkyl halide. But because here the alcohol is 1 degree, so the alkyl halide will also be 1 degree. This is also going to be 1 degree. And being 1 degree alkyl halide, it does not, react and it does not produce turbidity. This is the word I am coming later on. It does not produce turbidity immediately in the reaction mixture. But if this was a tertiary alcohol, this will immediately produce turbidity. So let me explain you what turbidity is. This might have been, quite a suspense for you. Turbidity is nothing but a kind of, cloudy, development right over the solution. So what happened, in primary alcohol, due to the reaction, there is no turbidity, there is no cloudy development, there is no thickness increasing in the solution. The solution remain, clear. But if you use tertiary alcohol, like the one I am using right now, this might have been like, this is what a tertiary alcohol looks like. This is our tertiary alcohol. I hope you understand that this is a tertiary alcohol. So when a tertiary alcohol react with HCl, that constant HCl, it will produce tertiary alkyl halide, and water. But this is a 3rd degree alkyl halide. It produce turbidity immediately. So this immediately produce turbidity while the primary one do not. Right? And if this was secondary will also not be able to produce the turbidity here. So this is how Lucas test is useful in differentiating alcohol of primary, secondary and tertiary type. I hope I have helped you theoretically with chemical equation as well. There is a word I am using, turbidity, which means a kind of cloudy layer developing over the solution, or the solution is going slightly denser and denser. So that's what turbidity is. If it is with tertiary alcohol, turbidity is immediately observed, but if it is with primary alcohol, turbidity is not observed. Why? Because primary alcohol contain primary carbocation, which is least stable, least reactive, but tertiary contain tertiary carbocation, which is more stable and more reactive, right? And that's why the reaction effect is immediately observed in case of tertiary and not with the primary under normal conditions. So this is how you can differentiate primary, secondary and tertiary. Write chemical distinction between maybe ethanol and 2-methyl 2-methyl propane 2-ol. So this might be a question in your exam. Let me explain you every bit of that. So first we have ethanol here, and the second we have 2-methyl propane 2-ol. So 2-methyl propane 2-ol is going to be like this. 2-methyl propane 2-ol. So this is a 3-degree alcohol, right? This is a 3-degree alcohol. So when you react it with HCl, it produces turbidity. I'm not writing the same equation again. It produces turbidity, immediately. But if you react ethanol, which is a, so this is your 1-degree alcohol, when you react it with HCl, no turbidity is produced. No turbidity will be produced, right? Under room temperature, right? What you need to do in your exam, you can write the exact equation and then you can explain. Not like this. You cannot write this particular method of equation. You have to write the product as well. I hope you can, you can write the exact equation, because this will produce chloroethane. I've already, written it earlier. So this is how Lucas test, comes to an end. And I hope you have pretty well, understand this topic, and you're definitely going to, get advantage of that. I would say thanks for watching. I have to finish this right here, and just keep subscribing, keep watching, because I have like very, very important thing coming up for all of you, especially for those who are not regular in their outside classes. I'm not saying there's something good or bad, but there are students I have seen, those who are not regular with their outside coaching classes. What they can do, this is exactly what they can do. They can get every topic of their syllabus. These days I'm even mentioning the page number, so that the students are getting what topic and on what page you will find the topic in NCERT, and in case you have to. So I'm trying to help you in every possible way. I would say thanks for watching, and good luck.